wild Star Wars enthusiasts out there. It's your two favorite Jedis back here from the Midwest. I am Logan Myers, and that's my good mate over there.
And I'm Henry Lucas. What's going on, you Star Wars fans? We're back. We're going to be talking about the entire first season of the Disney Plus original series. It starred Jude Law, and it was called Skeleton Crew.
If you hear this, don't give up. No matter what.
That's right, these two wild Amblin enthusiasts are back here. Excited to come back here and talk about the season of the Skeleton Crew. Just wrapped up 8 episodes on Disney Plus. We're maybe a month or so ago, we're here talking about the first episode. So we're back to talk about 8 episodes, and really, I will say from the get-go, really had a great time from start to finish. Really had a nice 1980s nostalgic vibe to it, much in the realm and vein of Amblin films, Spielberg films, The Goonies, of course. A lot of nods to that movie throughout this series, and yeah, just had a blast with it.
Made me feel like a kid again, finally, in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Imaginative, cool characters, new characters, a cool villain, that like wolf dog looking villain. And you have Jude Law, of course, one of our favorites, was in a lot of movies growing up in the 90s, was always like a heartthrob hunk. Now he's older, he's playing a space pirate. Nick Frost playing a robot, a droid. That was awesome too. Loved his character. And then all the kids. That's really what gave this series a lot of heart and made it a really fun watch over these 8 episodes. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get a second season, but that doesn't mean that we didn't enjoy this season, because I did as a whole. It was a lot of fun. Like you mentioned, a lot like the Goonies, and just a fun space adventure.
I just revisited Goonies a few weeks ago, so and then watching this, binging this, I'm like, I love it. It's not like totally copy and pasted from the Goonies, but there are a few scenes that are obviously very similar that come to mind with the pirates and skeletons, and then the ship, and like the obviously the treasure, and then there's an episode towards the end where they go down the slide, which was my favorite scene in the Goonies. They go take the slide down the water, see the pirate ship and everything. I thought that was really awesome, and bringing it to a new generation. Kids watching this may be their introduction to Star Wars, and it's really tailored to kids and families and even older geeks like us. And it's just really lighthearted. It's fun. The kids are the best part of the show, where I thought the adults were not as good. Of course, the kids I'm talking about, Fern, KB, Neil, and Wim. I thought they had that friendship we've seen in Stand By Me and The Goonies and a bunch of movies. I thought, they had a really great relationship.
I love the callbacks to those movies that you mentioned. That's what really made this work for me. The 80s feeling, family, and close friendship of each of the kids was really well done. I really love Neil, cute little elephant character, imaginative. It's just a great, friendly, this is something you want to watch with your kids and introduce them to Star Wars. This is perfect for like your five through 10, age group is perfect to introduce them. You get everything here. You get a lot of cool characters. You get the Jedi lore here that's hinted at with Jod's character. I like the mystery with that character too. You don't really know if he's fully good or bad. Is he somewhere in the middle? You kind of find out what he's more about towards the end of the season. And I liked how they kept up that mystery throughout. That really made it work. And we even got a cameo, a glorified cameo here. We didn't see too much of him, but Jaleel White, Urkel,
I saw that. I noticed that. I'm
as a
like, is that
character.
is that Urkel? It really is.
It was
It,
him.
yeah, I can't believe they played Gunter. He had like that was like a cyborg looking thing.
Right. It
Yeah,
reminded me of like the Universal Soldier, like
yeah,
from back in the
Universal
90s.
Soldier. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, yeah,
Agreed. Yeah. And then Kerry Condon playing one of the parents. That was
yeah.
really cool. I liked how they were, the kids went missing and the parents were concerned, and it was kind of them trying to find the kids throughout the whole thing too. Meanwhile, they were out on these crazy space adventures with pirates after them, and then they came upon some treasure here. You found out what their homeworld was all about and like what it produced there. And that was a really cool reveal too. I just had a blast watching this. This was a lot of fun. I liked all the creature, the practical effects here were great. Like I mentioned before, the villain looked great. You can tell it's just a guy in a suit, but way better than anything CGI could have done. It was just really cool. And then I liked like the speeder that the kids were on.
Yeah.
A lot of cool ships and space action. This had it
So
all.
many callbacks in this TV show to movies of the 80s. Of course, we already talked about that. There's a scene where they go over the cliff, much like E.T. Do you remember that scene where they're going off? I'm like, dang, that's
Yes.
straight Spielberg love right there. And they do a lot of that. And here, yeah, creators Christopher Ford and John Watts. So I thought they did a really wonderful job with this series, I guess, season.
Hmm.
Showing a lot of love for the older films they probably grew up with, much like us. Really great storytelling characters here. Like I said, the kids are the best part of the show. They bring so much to these characters, have great arcs. You see, like the bully and the kid that's, really shy coming out of her shell throughout the season. I thought it was really great. Jude Law, obviously going to be a bad guy. You can see it early on. Like, he's not going to be a good guy. And of course, he's not. But I thought he did a great job. You could tell he was having fun in this role. And of course, the villain behind me, the werewolf from London. Was really great addition. But yeah, the kids killed it. But, adult actors and actresses were good, but kids were definitely the heart of the show. Had a fun time with this, and damn, I was hoping for another season. I'm invested. So that being said, I'm gonna give Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Me and Jude Law hair pieces.
Yes, it took us to a galaxy far, far away, gave us a big, fun, family-friendly adventure in the Star Wars universe, made up for the disappointment and, utter embarrassment that was the Acolyte from last year. This was just fun from start to finish, a lot of action, awesome callbacks to the 80s movies. A lot of scenes that you can see were definitely callbacks to those. The director, writers, everybody involved here, the way it was filmed, everything looked great. It looked like they, went on location to some places rather than shooting in a studio. The whole pirate lore was really interesting and cool and exciting and something new and fresh. And I am going to give Skeleton Crew season 1. Hopefully they'll rethink this and be back for more. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Jod hair pieces.
With both of us watching, Disney Plus with our kids and all these TV shows put out between Marvel and Star Wars is still crushing it over Marvel. Other shows have been incredible, minus The Acolyte. I think that's the only one I haven't liked. Everything else has been solid. I like how they're expanding the universe and the galaxy and all these other characters and,
Mm-hmm.
bringing these series in for a younger generation. I'm really here for it. This is another example of that, and I'm really hoping they come back with some more seasons. So we're interested in hearing your guys' thoughts out there about Skeleton Crew. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What's been your favorite Star Wars show on Disney Plus? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to stay subscribe. Check out these wild Jedis on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV, movie news and reviews.
That's right. And Star Wars universe is alive and kicking. We just have another movie announcement earlier on this week. Sean Levy, his movie, he's looking to cast Ryan Gosling in the next
Yeah.
Star Wars movie. So we'll see if that actually comes to fruition or if it's like these other 380 films that we've heard about, various directors and creators being involved with. See if maybe this one will take off. I could see him in the Star Wars universe as like a kind of a Han Solo type character.
I was about to say he's going to be the new Harrison Ford. That's kind of where his career's going. It seems like action and big movies like this. Yeah.
I think so too. It's interesting. Yeah, like you mentioned, the TV aspect of Star Wars has really kept the franchise going while the movies have stumbled. And of course, we're getting the movie of Mandalorian and Grogu next. So building off of what that created and keeping that going, and let's see if they can translate that to the big screen. Should be fun. So this one was a winner for both of us here. Sad that they're talking about maybe it being a one and done. Would definitely like to see more of this, but if you do have children, definitely show them this. It'll get them interested in the Star Wars universe, even more so than the original trilogy. I think, this has what kids like, other kids in it mainly. So make sure to let us know what you guys think of Skeleton Crew. If you guys didn't like it, maybe let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will be back to cover more Star Wars, whether it be TV shows or movies and or season 2, the continuation and final season, is going to be dropping this year in a couple months, I believe. And we will definitely be back to review that for you guys. So until then, in a galaxy far, far away, I'm Henry Hill, and that's my good mate.
Logan Law signing out until the next TV review for Cinephellas. Cheers!
Make no bones about it. There's going to be some pirates.
Pirates of the Galaxy, Firefighter.
Yar!
A good army.